We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Tampa. Gray going to return it. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mayfield off the play fake. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Run.
Mayfield now. Flush to his right.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Hardy set to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Rolling to his right. That is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. The Buccaneers at 11-2 now, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Here's Mayfield.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get it inside the 35. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 8.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll hit Jackson. Complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling. Here's a diving catch right side. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Irving. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
He'll try again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but then it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! What's that?
Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. Boy, Mike Evans, he's in some discomfort. So we're going to stop play here as they pay attention to him. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackle and held it to an okay game.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield on play action. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Gray going to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably...
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, I'm not sure that the wheel... coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Right side caught by Jackson. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. First down, Buffalo.
And he spikes it to stop the clock. And now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 116 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Another run with Mitchell. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. Up the middle to Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Alert!
Allen. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Chase Young in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Now Allen. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Chase Young
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Allen being chased out left. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Lance. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing now is Lance. Touchdown. Michael Mayer. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now Allen. It's caught by Jackson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Now 2nd and 5. A give running right is Mitchell.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
To the air, Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game.
And the Bills are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Buccaneers 13. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much. As he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Come on, set. Blue striker.
To throw, it's Lance.
And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ready up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Blue. Set, go.
Desperation time here. Lance. That is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch that drag route. It's that they had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know,
Here we go.
when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle on the spot. Those.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Caught right side, Davis. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He's 60-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And this is caught by Evans. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Lance now to throw.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brings up 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
Ready.
They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Set, ready.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language.
maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
Oh, some strong running.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Ready.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Lance looking to throw it. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here is 3rd and 5.
White.
Off of play action. Here's Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly